Hello everyone, you're tuning into another episode of Anime Spotlight, where we put the spotlight on shows that you may not have heard of, or shine the light a little brighter on shows that you're already familiar with. Today we're taking a look at one of the most popular shows to be released in the past 10 years, and one of my personal favorites, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Now sit back, relax, enjoy the 5th episode of Anime Spotlight. For those of you who haven't seen the series, or who've seen it but need a quick reminder of what it's all about, allow me to provide you with a quick synopsis. Kyon, your typical high school student, has long given up his belief in the supernatural. However, upon meeting Haruhi Suzumiya, he quickly finds out that it is the supernatural that she's interested in. Aliens, time travelers, and espers, among other things. When Haruhi laments about the lack of interest in clubs around the school, Kyon inspires Haruhi to form her own club. As a result, the SOS Brigade is formed, a club which specializes in all that is supernatural. Much to his chagrin, Kyon, along with the silent bookworm Yuki Nagato, the shy and timid Mikuru Asahina, and the perpetually smiling Itsuki Koizumi, are recruited as members. This story follows the crazy adventures that these four endure under their whimsical leader Haruhi. That's all I'll tell you because I'd rather not spoil anything, and I recommend checking this series out for yourself if you're at all interested. With that out of the way, let's rewind back to where this all began. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya light novel series was written by Naguru Tanegawa. Like many other authors, he didn't always plan on becoming one. He initially wanted to become a lawyer, attending and graduating from law school at Kansai Gakuin University. But that doesn't mean that he didn't think about writing. He was interested in writing novels since he was younger, attributing it to the I want to write my own novels thought that he had when he would read novels as a child. When he was younger, Naguru Tanegawa discovered his love for mystery and sci-fi books. The two series that really got him interested in the mystery and sci-fi genres and reading in general are the Akane Books World Mystery Collection for boys and girls and the World Sci-Fi Collection. The idea for the series' main character, Haruhi, just popped into his head one day. He was thinking about a strange girl who abruptly starts talking about strange things and the reactions that occur afterwards. Once Haruhi was created, the story followed along with her. The ideas for many of the characters in the novel came from Naguru Tanegawa's past work experience. While there isn't one specific person to point to for each individual character, the mannerisms and personalities of some of the people that he worked with helped him to create them. Naguru Tanegawa grew up in Nishinomiya, a city located in the Hyōgo prefecture of Japan, in between the cities of Osaka and Kobe. There are several elements of the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya that are based on Naguru Tanegawa's hometown. For example, North High, the school that the characters in the series attend, is based on Nishinomiya Kita High. The novels and the anime also feature many locations and landmarks from Nishinomiya, Osaka, and Kobe. The first volume of the series, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, was released on June 6, 2003 and published by Kodakawa Shoten. The series was a smashing success immediately, winning the grand prize at the 8th Annual Sneaker Awards in the same year of its debut. The first volume sold over 1 million copies and was the first light novel to ever reach that sales milestone. There have been 10 volumes released in the series and they've sold over 8 million copies in Japan. Unfortunately, the last volume of the series, The Surprise of Haruhi Suzumiya, was published on May 25, 2011 without concluding the story, and the series has been on hiatus ever since. But that's not the only literary series that Haruhi Suzumiya has appeared in. There were actually two The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya manga series. The first one was written by Mizuno Makoto and ran for less than a year, from May of 2004 to December of that same year. Naguru Tanegawa didn't have much involvement in its production and it drastically deviated from the plot of the original novels. The second and most popular manga series was written by Naguru Tanegawa and illustrated by Goko Tsugano. It ran for 20 volumes between November of 2005 and December 2013. There have also been several spin-off manga based on Naguru Tanegawa's original novels. A lot of these are parodies like The Melancholy of Haruhi-chan Suzumiya, which is currently ongoing and was published on July 26, 2007. Nurion Chiruya-san, a 4-page, 1-volume manga initially released in 2007 in Shonen Ace and released as a single volume in 2009. The Intrigues of Itsuki Koizumi-kun, published on April 18, 2012 in Ultimate Ace. The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi-chan Nano Branch, a short series of 4-page manga that began in 2011. There have been more traditional spin-offs though, most notably the disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan, which was written and illustrated by Puyo, who was also the illustrator of all of the previously mentioned parody novels, and is ongoing, with the first volume being released on February 4th, 2010, and the 9th and latest volume being released on November 4th, 2015. Including both the manga and light novels, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya has sold over 16 million copies worldwide. The anime adaptation of Naguru Tanegawa's work was produced by Kyoto Animation and directed by Tatsuya Ishihara. The first season ran for 14 episodes between April 2, 2006 and July 2, 2006. It was originally aired in a non-linear order, with the prologue and the first 7 chapters of the light novels being mixed in with various other chapters from later on in the novels. There are 2 numbering systems for the anime's episodes: Haruhi's, which is a chronological order, and Kyon's, which is in the original broadcast or non-linear order. In April of 2009, the series was rebroadcasted and added an additional 14 episodes, bringing the total episode count to 28. Unlike the original broadcast, the rebroadcast aired the episodes in chronological order, with the new episodes being mixed in with the old ones. A film sequel to the original series, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, which was based on the 4th light novel of the same name, was also produced by Kyoto Animation and directed by Tatsuya Ishihara. It was released on February 6, 2010. While it was originally planned to be released in only 24 theaters, demand grew and eventually the film was screened in well over 100. It ended up making 850 million yen or $10.5 million just from screenings in Japan. While the anime is pretty faithful to the original novels, there are some minor differences. The biggest difference between the two is the lack of Kyo's narration. While it's certainly there in the anime series, it's much more prominent in the novels. Minor spoiler alert here. Another example is that during the episode The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya Part 2, Haruhi blackmails the Computer Research Society by taking incriminating photos of the club president. But in the novels, it is Kyon, begrudgingly, who agrees to take the photos. Two of the spin-off manga have also received their opportunity to shine on the small screen, with both The Melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi-chan and Yureo and Shiruya-san receiving ONAs between February 13th and May 15th, 2009. There have been several video games based on the series. The Namco Bandai Games adventure game The Promise of Haruhi Suzumiya, which was released for the PlayStation Portable on December 20, 2007. Ban Presto's The Perplexity of Haruhi Suzumiya, which was released on January 31, 2008 for the PlayStation 2 and ended up selling over 130,000 copies. Kodokawa Shoten's The Excitement of Haruhi Suzumiya was released on January 22, 2009 for the Wii. Sega's The Parallel of Haruhi Suzumiya was released on March 26, 2009 for the Wii. Sega's The Series of Haruhi Suzumiya was released on May 28, 2009 for the Nintendo DS. Kodokawa Shoten's The Day of Sagittarius 3 was released in February 2010 on Apple's App Store. And Namco Bandai Games The Reminiscence of Haruhi Suzumiya, which was released for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Portable on May 12, 2011. The spin-off series The Melancholy of Haruhi-chan Suzumiya also received a game entitled The Mahjong of Haruhi Suzumiya, developed by Kodokawa Games and released on the PlayStation Portable in 2011. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Anime Spotlight. I hope that you were at least mildly entertained. Please make sure to like the video if you liked the video and to subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.